What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Red Friday Q&A during the offseason. I don't know, it's just the Friday Q&A hangout. And regardless of the offseason being here, there's still a lot of Chiefs news going on. There's stuff to talk about. And at the end of the day, we still, as Chiefs fans and the Chiefs organization as a whole, have bragging rights all offseason long. So we're going to celebrate it anyway. Hang out with you guys, answer some questions, and more. But first, life would never be right without the intro. Never, ever. Anyway, hope you guys are doing fantastic. It's been a crazy week. We started the Q&A a little bit early tonight. I'll probably get off a little bit early because of that. Trying some new things in the off season. Just testing some stuff. One might be a little bit earlier of a live stream on Fridays. I'm not really sure yet, but yeah, we'll see. We definitely put out a lot of content this week. I think we dropped like a long form video almost every single day. The Chiefs released MVS. They are this close to franchise tagging L'Jarius Sneed and shopping him for a trade. They've given him permission to seek a trade if a long-term deal can't get done. I believe they've talked with Sneed and his representatives this week. They've talked with Chris Jones and his representatives this week. Yeah, Chris Jones is priority number one. He will more than likely get a deal done. At least that's the way it's trending. Sneed is more than likely going to get traded. I hope they can figure something out because I would love to keep them all, but that's just how business goes sometimes. Also worth noting, I talked about it in tonight's video that I dropped a couple hours ago, but defensive backs coach Dave, no, what am I saying? Yeah, I almost said Dave Tope, but defensive backs coach Dave Merritt, he interviewed with the 49ers for their defensive coordinator position. So that's interesting. Hopefully he can stay around because I do believe he's an important piece of the Chiefs defense, specifically in the development of the defensive backs back there, which is why I wasn't necessarily like, if the Chiefs were like, hey, we're all in on Chris Jones, we're keeping Chris Jones, but we're going to have to tag and trade Sneed. We'll get some draft capital out of him, maybe a couple of picks, and we'll reload. We have McDuffie, Jalen Watson, Joshua Williams, and like they just got Shamari Connor. They got Nick Jones. They have Brian Cook, Justin Reid back there still. There's pieces. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. They still got Dave Merritt. He can develop these guys anytime, night or day. Not a problem. Well, if Dave Merritt, for some reason, was actually offered the defensive coordinator job for the 49ers, and he left and Sneed left, that's just not ideal. That's not an ideal situation, in my opinion, for the secondary. So hopefully one of those two things don't happen. Either Sneed stays, Merritt goes with the 49ers, or Merritt stays, Sneed's traded. I would prefer to keep them both, but business is business, and it is what it is. But that's kind of what's going on. I think that's all the big picture stuff. Chiefsaholic pleaded guilty to robbing like 11 banks. I just saw Andy Reid's son, Britt Reid. I don't fully know the details yet because I need to look into it, but I believe he was serving like a 3 or 4 year prison sentence, and something changed, so he's going to be able to serve the rest of his time on house arrest. I don't fully understand that situation yet because I haven't looked into it, but there's quite a bit going on. The Combine was this past week. Andy Reid and Brett Veach spoke. I mean, there's a lot going on, guys. With all that being said, though, let me know how you're feeling. Let me know what's going on in your world. If you have any questions, let's definitely chat about it. We got Jennifer in here. What's up, Jennifer? Bryce, what up, man? Wendy, Locker. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. The Chiefs went over their Arrowhead Reimagined plans, the $800 million project where I think 300 is covered by Clark Hunt, and then up to 500 million is covered by taxes, I think through the taxpayers. And then that's also the NFLPA survey that came out. Speaking of money, Clark Hunt got an F-, 32 out of 32 out of all owners. And it's really just because the Chiefs practice facility and some of their facilities that the players themselves train in and use, they're outdated, and they're staffed. They're understaffed. So ideally you spend more money to update some of that stuff, the weight room, the training facilities, locker room, and then add more staff in the weight room and the training room because it seems to be an issue. So Yeah, there's a freaking lot going on, dude. Holy smokes. My question is when will they restructure Mahomes' contract? There is a date. There's a date they could do it by. There's also a date they can wait until and do it after. It's all honestly pretty complex. I've literally looked up details on Mahomes' contract at least 25 times, and it's still pretty complex to me. I could cover that. I could cover that in a little bit of video, I could cover that in a bit in an upcoming video rather, and just kind of see options of when they could kind of restructure his contract anytime. But then I saw, oh, if you wait for a certain date, there's a certain benefit of that. And I was like, okay. So if anybody in chat knows off the top of your head, let me know, but I'll look into that. Yeah, I'll definitely look into that. Barbara with the membership. Let's go. Appreciate you. Chaos and Order with the 10 bomb. Dude, let's go, man. He said, with Andy Reid being 65 years old, how much longer do you think he will coach for us? And who do you think will take his place when he retires? Okay, well, the first question is, or the answer to the first question is as long as Andy Reid wants to. I mean, as long as his health stays intact. I mean, Bill Belichick is out now, but he's what, 72, 73, Pete Carroll's 71. The only reason why Belichick was moved on from is because the Patriots are doing horrible. Like, if Andy Reid keeps aging, but his health is okay, his mind stays sharp, not Andy Reid. We're talking about Andy Reid. Patrick Mahomes is still under, at the helm rather, and leading the charge. It's really up to Andy Reid. How much longer does he want to stay? How many more Super Bowl rings does he potentially want to go get? He's got 3. He wants more. They're in talks of an extension. He's under contract through the end of 2025 right now. So is Brett Veach. I think Brett Veach and Andy Reid both signed a contract extension in 2020. They're both due for either renewal or their contract expires at the end of the 2025 season. But that is another piece of news. That was last week, though. Andy Reid is in contract talks this week at the Combine with his agent and Brett Veach about a contract extension to make him the highest paid coach in the NFL. Right now, the highest paid is Sean Payton with the Broncos, $18 million a year. I think next is actually Jim Harbaugh with the Chargers at $16 million a year. Andy Reid is currently around 12 or 12.5 million a year. I think it's 12. But he's like the 6th, 7th, 8th highest paid coach right now. And he's lapping them all. So he's going to soon be the highest paid coach. And I don't know how long that extension could be for. Maybe a few more years added on to the end of his 2025 date. So I think you got Andy Reid for another good 3 to 5 years, all depending on his health. So the answer to the second question is, well, who takes his place when he retires? I mean, we'll kind of just have to wait and see. How many years is it? If Andy Reid's coaching for 5 to 6 more years, it's really impossible to know. Who could be available then? Who's an up and comer? Maybe they bring in somebody that they've raised up and we're like, oh yeah, let it be that guy. Like, if it's that long, it's kind of hard to speculate, just to be honest. But thanks so much for the 10, man. I mean, if let's say Andy Reid retired next year, they need to go get a young guy, whoever, figure it out. I don't know that the answer is Nagy. It's obviously not EB. He's in the college ranks now. I mean, I'm sure they would give him an interview if Andy Reid suddenly retired within the next couple of years. But yeah, I mean, Belichick's a free agent. Vrabel's a free agent. Neither of those sound great to me. They need an offensive-minded head coach that can really cater to Mahomes and even probably just not like straight up copy Andy Reid, but run a similar system to Andy Reid and how he does things. So who is that? I don't know. Just kind of depends on who would be available, or if the Chiefs want to go try to trade for another coach under contract. I think you can do that. It's a little more complex, but yeah. Hopefully we don't have to worry about that for a while now, at least the next 3 to 5 years. Thanks again for the 10, brother. Anonymous Mango with the 2. What's up, dude? So Mike Evans, also potentially Gabe Davis. Yeah, I did see today. I mean, I could share my screen on that. Well, of course it shares what I'm staring at. Okay. I did see this, for what it's worth. Diana Rossini, wide receiver Mike Evans plans to hit free agency for the first time in his career per sources. Tampa and Evans are in discussions, but he wants to explore his options. So he could still be a buck, but he wants to explore the market, see what could be offered. And then John Ledyard, 54,000 followers on Twitter. Does 22 breakdowns for Super Bowl Nation. Does a bunch of other stuff. He said, wrote today for Arrowhead Pride that if Evans actually hits the market, I'd expect the Chiefs to be among his top bidders. I mean, yeah, maybe so. But are the Chiefs going to be the highest bidder? No, there's no way. Could they be a top 3, top 5 bidder? Yes, but there's no way. I'd just be pretty surprised for Mike. Yeah, Mike Evans is going to be what, 31 years old, that they're going to offer 20-something million dollars a year for Mike Evans. He's an intriguing free agent, but I just think some team's going to offer him just a truckload amount of money. So, and then also, what did you say? Gabe Davis. Somebody just DM'd me. Oh, maybe it was you, Mango, actually. Somebody just DM'd me on Twitter yesterday. I think it was you. Your name doesn't match on Twitter, so I'm just going off memory. But somebody said, hey, Patrick Mahomes and Gabe Davis just both followed each other on Instagram. Does that mean much? I don't know. It could mean a little bit of something, but you're not legally supposed to be in negotiations with anybody right now. If Mahomes wants to be like, hey, man, you're a free agent, what's up? He's like, yeah, man, what's up? I'm trying to catch some passes from the GOAT. And Mahomes like, oh, yeah, that's cool. You want to train or what? Whatever. Can't really talk business, but yeah, Gabe Davis is intriguing. I mean, he's like a wide receiver. He was a wide receiver, what? 2, 3, 4, depending on the time with the Bills. So you could go get him, but I don't think that's the only move you should make. Just my opinion. Barbara with the membership as well. Appreciate you. Sean with the 5. What's up, dude? Trade luxurious need. That's actually funny, man. I have not heard that one. Luxurious need for Trayvon Diggs and a 4th round pick. I think you said it twice. Okay. So go get Diggs and a 4th, or will you need to give up? So you're thinking for Snead you trade and you could get Diggs in return and a 4th? That'd be interesting. It's not Stephon, it's his brother. It's his brother, defensive back. That would certainly be intriguing. I would think if the Chiefs traded Snead and got a player back in return, I don't know that it would be another defensive back, just in my opinion. I think it would be a wide receiver, maybe a left tackle. I mean, if they want to trade straight up, I guess okay, but like Trayvon's cool. I don't know his contract details at all. Like, how many more years has this guy got? Like, if you're going to if his contract is up in the next year or so, let me see. Because I just don't really know off the top of my head. No, he signed a 5-year, $97 million deal. You've got an out. Dead cap's $28 million, base salary $11. Yeah, if you're going to be trying to mess with a guy same age as Snead, like, you might as well just sign Snead to a long-term deal, in my opinion. But I do like Diggs. He's cool. But I'd rather have Snead. Just, they're the same age. It's like Snead fits perfectly in the system, you know? Let me see where we at here. Avi with the 99 cents and the 5 bomb. Appreciate you. Let's go. Sean is back with another 5. Sorry, didn't read my message after I was done using the microphone. It's all good, man. It's all good. I thought maybe it was your microphone that just said luxurious need, which is actually hilarious. Voice to text is the best, and you can't tell me otherwise. I'll like go to text Troy, my editor, or something, and I'll try voice to text, and I'm like, yeah, that was awful. Never doing that again. Never doing that again. What's up, Pavry? If we get another wide receiver, do you think that Rashee Rice will be used less? No, I don't think used less. I think he'll be one of the main guys next season, but just because they leaned heavily on him last year doesn't mean they can't use some more help. Think about it. They let go of MVS. We're unsure about the status of Kadarius Toney's future, even though he's under contract. And if they aren't able to trade Kadarius Toney, his cap hits $2.5 million, and his dead cap is $2.5 million. You move on from Toney, you just eat $2.5 million. There's nothing you can do about it. Maybe I'm just saying, if the Chiefs were trying to move on from him, maybe they're trying to shop him and say, hey, take on his salary and we'll take a 7th round pick for it. And if that's what they want, the route they want to go, cool. If they can't get any trade suitors, I'm just saying if they decide to go that route, if they can't find anybody, they just either cut him or they say, hey, we're going to give it another go and see how it goes. He's got 1 more year on his deal. We're not going to pick up his 5th-year option and let that ride for $2.5 million. Then you've got Sky Moore, who's probably coming back. But Richie James, free agent. McCole Hardman, free agent. Justin Watson is under contract, but you could easily move on from him. His dead cap is like nothing. I'd have to look it up again, but I think it was like $200,000. It was literally nothing. So you need more help than just what was the question? Somebody said if you bring in another receiver, would Rice still get as many looks? I still think he'd be used quite a bit. Yeah, even with another couple receivers brought in. I mean, you've got to. So definitely. Do you think the Chiefs go after a wide receiver in the 1st or 2nd round? We need to draft a left tackle as well. Yeah. I feel like my answers are similar in regards to being asked draft stuff right now before free agency. I really need to see how free agency plays out. They might have like some plans in place and then they go to the negotiation table with some of these players and it doesn't work out, which then they pivot to the draft or the later round of free agency after the draft. Think about it. Donovan Smith, guys, I don't think was the first plan for left tackle. He was signed after the draft. So they obviously went into the draft keeping their eyes open. Veach said they tried to trade up in round 1 for a wide receiver and got blocked out. They ended up getting Rice in the 2nd, which is great. They drafted FAU in the 1st. People want to label him a bust, but we really need to see another year from FAU, who basically redshirted last season. So, yeah, I mean, there's kind of a lot to think about in just regards to who the Chiefs draft in the 1st. I need to see, like, do they get a deal done with Chris Jones? Is Snead staying? What else? What kind of wide receivers are they getting in free agency? If they get kind of a stud wide receiver and Chris Jones is not back, I'm just throwing out potential hypotheticals. Well, they're probably going DT or D-line in the 1st round. Or, left tackle. If they aren't high enough on Wanye, they have a left tackle that they like and they're eyeing, but they have pick 32. Maybe they use some L'Jarius Sneed picks that he gets and they get from him in a trade and they go trade up a little bit to go get, like, you're probably not getting Joe Alt, although that would be fire considering his dad played for KC, but I'll be intrigued to see what they do in the draft, but I really can only lightly speculate until free agency passes and see what some of the moves have been made by then. Cora, love me some J. Watt, not many targets, but a lot of clutch catches. Yeah, I think for his price, Justin Watson probably returns. Yeah, they have to catch and not line up off sides. Hey, that's it. We're not asking for a lot. Yeah, Watson is wide receiver 4. That's awesome value. That sounds great to me. First job of a wide receiver is catch the damn ball. Facts, Tilly. What's up, man? What's up, Corbin? He said, hey, Cole, how you doing today? Yep, day's been pretty good, man. What do you think the Green Bay Packers are going to do in free agency? I don't honestly follow the Packers that heavily. They've got a pretty young offense. Like, a lot of their receivers are really young. So there's probably people in chat that follow the Packers a little bit more than me. This is kind of my priorities. I look at the Chiefs. Then I kind of look at the AFC West. Then I kind of look at the more competitive AFC teams that are going to give the Chiefs more of a fight in the regular season. And then I kind of glance after that at the NFC teams. But, man, the Packers beat the Chiefs last year in the regular season. Jordan Love had a pretty good year. They obviously almost beat the 49ers in the playoffs as well. I think it was, wasn't it the 49ers that just barely scraped by? Jordan Love threw a stupid pick at the end of that game. So I'm excited for the Packers, but yeah, you're going to have to ask Tom Grossi about that one, about their free agency needs. But it's all good, Sean. Thanks so much for the back-to-back 5 bombs, legend. Appreciate you. Cole, I sadly have to go. Won't be here for 3 weeks. Yo, it's all good, man. 3 weeks. You going to boot camp or something? Be safe out there, brother. Chiefs, the most famous team in Morocco? Ooh, that's fire. Hey, you guys see Casey? You guys see the dog? Hi, Case. Hello. What are you doing? She's chewing on this toy. You can't really tell. Actually, hold on. I think I can turn on my phone and show you guys real quick. And then we'll get back to questions. Hey. Casey. What are you doing? Why is this lagging so bad? Oh. There, that's better. Hi. Show him your toy. Show him your toy. She's like, Dad, get the camera off me now. All right, fine. She's down here hanging out, though. She's my buddy. We've been going on walks every day together. She's awesome, man. All right, back to it. Casey doing dog stuff? Yeah. Well, now she's just laying there trying to sleep. I think I woke her up. My bad. I thought you were chewing on your toy. Casey is a cuddle buddy? Yeah, man. She's, they call them Velcro dogs. They just want to be close to you. And I've almost tripped over her a couple times, like in the kitchen, because she just wants to stay glued to you. We put cat bells on her collar so we can hear her ding, 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 ling, ling, walking around the house because she blends in with the hardwood floor. Why is she red? She does have a red tint. She looks way more red in the shadows here. Look at my hand. My camera does stuff weird to skin and other things in the shadows. Like my hands aren't, I mean, they're not really red. But when you go into the shadow, see how red they turn? It's just something wrong with my camera. So Casey looks way more red than she really is. Anyway. If we can't retain Gay or Tranquil, we will draft inside, first or second round. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, just kind of depends on how free agency goes. But we're probably all going to get let down. And it's fine. Like, they just draft for positions of need. It's fine. But people are like, oh, yeah, round one receiver. I don't know who. Like, I'm just now dipping my toes into draft content. Xavier Worthy. Draft that guy. And they draft a linebacker. Draft a defensive tackle. What about Snead and a first for Justin Jefferson? I mean, cool. Sign me up. Problem is, Justin Jefferson's going to want a contract of $32 million a year. You think the Chiefs want to pay that to that's Chris Jones money for a wide receiver? I don't know. That's a lot of money. Knox said, yeah, Brett Veach is about to draft an edge rusher in the first round. Dude, Karlaftis, FAU, and then another one? Oh, my gosh. Oh, wait. Well, yeah, then he did draft McDuffie when they had 2 first-round picks from the Miami trade. Is it true they got a new punter? Yes, they got Matt Ariza, a.k.a. the punt god. I've had a couple comments that were offended with me calling him the punt god. I don't know if they think I'm being blasphemous or what, but that's literally his nickname. So it's a little G. You know, you got to get some thick skin, man. You got to relax. If you got to do what you got to do, man. Sit down, take a couple deep breaths, meditate, do some yoga, hit a bong, like whatever you got to do to relax. If you're going to be offended by something as simple as that, I don't know what to tell you, man. You're not going to make it in this world. Yeah, bummer about Tommy. So with Matt Ariza, being here, I mean, that basically means Tommy Townsend is on his way out. He's going to be expensive in free agency more than likely. But I wish him the best, man. I like Tommy. I think he was awesome. He was an okay punter last year, but he was a great placeholder. 1000%. Yo, Wesley, what's up, man? Thanks for the 5. Kelsey Brothers need to remake the movie Strange Brew ASAP. Dude, I'm not going to lie. I don't know that I've seen that movie. Strange Brew? Okay, 1983. Oh, Bob and Doug McKenzie. Okay. Oh, I've seen clips of this movie. I've never seen it, though. It's probably because I was born in 1991. I have this thing about movies that were before I was born. I just don't really like to watch them. I don't know why. Okay, that's actually a lie. What year was the first Die Hard movie? 1990 or 1988? I do like Die Hard. That was before my time. I do like Die Hard. The Kelsey brothers need to to get in the entertainment world ASAP, though. Keep Butker. Yeah, I mean, he's still under contract. So, yeah, keep Butker. Yo, what's up? Scotty G? The traveling extraordinaire in the house? Dude, this is a buddy of mine from way back. And this guy, I don't know how he does it, but he is always traveling. I just saw he was in first class, rolling big. Bro, I saw you on a freaking camel in Egypt. Come on, man. I was there in 2011 or 12 or maybe me and Danny were married, so maybe 2013, but we rode on camels. That was a crazy experience. Got to go to the pyramids, look around. It was nuts, dude. Sean. Oh, there's actually a lot going on here. Oh, yeah, Wesley with the 5. Sean with the 10. Britt Lyons with the 100. What the frick? Casey with the 5. After the 5 gifted during the premiere earlier, too. All right, okay, let me get caught up because there's a lot. Woo! Sean with the 10. Appreciate it. Tomorrow will be a better idea how the wide receiver draft will look. 40 times can make dumb teams like the Raiders pick players too early. I like the other Xavier better. Xavier Legette, second round stud. Yeah, man, I'm just starting to dip my toes into receivers. I'm just going to start with positions of need, but it's really hard to predict because we don't know how free agency is going to go. But I'm definitely starting to look into receivers. And then some tackles, just the earlier guys, first couple rounds. But, you know, it's just so hard, dude. Draft content is insane. You study like 300 guys for the Chiefs to maybe pick 5. It's crazy to me. So I'm definitely trying my best, but there's a lot out there, man. There's a lot. I know Sean's been doing his studying, though. You got to coach me up. Coach me up. Britt Lyons with the freaking 100 said, coming in late. Let's freaking go. Cole, you the man. Love all you do. Britt, it was good to see you when you were in town, man. Hopefully you are able to find a place. Hopefully it works out for you. Dude, thanks again for everything, man. I appreciate you more than you know. Casey with the 5 Chargers to release Mike Williams. Yeah, 12 million dead cap, saves him 13. If we could get him for a couple mil, would be a steal. Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you could find like a cap casualty guy, and it's not going to break the bank, like get him, get another one, draft one. Like, you've got to make multiple moves at the wide receiver room, in my opinion. Yeah, Del Monte just said it. Literally, as I said it, he just dropped the 2 bomb, said might get 2 receivers. I don't know if you're talking about the draft or in free agency, but they're double dipping for sure. You're going to sign at least a couple free agents. You're going to draft at least a wide receiver. Yeah, they've got to refresh this wide receiver room. You have Rashee Rice and Justin Watson. I mean, Kadarius Toney is around. Sky Moore is around. But right now, I'm kind of counting them both as, I have no idea what they're going to do or what to expect from these guys. Literally no idea. McCole Hardman, Richie James, free agent, MVS released. You've got Rashee Rice. So you need to start making some moves. You don't have to go insane. But you got to bring in a couple people in free agency probably, and then at least one in the draft. They have some guys under contract, like I think it's like 10 people maybe, but you're talking like Cornell Powell, Anthony Miller, Shai Smith. There's a couple, Justin Ross. You know, there's some guys. There's some guys still under contract, but like needle movers, not a lot. Not a lot. Yo, Britt, your Hunter bomb earned you this infamous clip.
There's still some of those ghosts of Justin Tucker banging a 60-yard field goal off the crossbar and through to be.
I still can't believe I DM'd him and I said this is one of the greatest clips I ever seen, and he hearted the response. I thought that was fantastic, man. Daniel, thanks so much for the gifted. Yeah, Casey, I'm going to do a wide receiver video next week. I'm going to do a bunch of potential free agent wide receiver options for the Kansas City Chiefs before the start of free agency. I'm going to look at cap casualty cuts, free agents, and just even potential targets that the Chiefs could be eyeballing a trade for. I'm not going to go insane on rumors or anything like that. I'm just going to give just some honest thoughts on some moves that the Chiefs could make potentially. And just kind of go from there. So I'll definitely talk about that in a video next week. I think that'll be a good time to talk about it. Because, yeah, there's a couple cap casualties that are interesting and intriguing. I mean, we've been talking about Calvin Ridley, too. I don't know if he'll end up being a free agent or not, but Calvin Ridley is intriguing. Somebody said on Twitter last year, all Calvin Ridley is a faster MVS. I'm like, nope. No, because he can actually catch the ball. So I disagree with that assessment, good sir. Jack Green with the 5. What's up, man? Enjoying the Chiefs run and enjoying, how about those Chiefs? I just bumped my mic, just here listening. Jack, thanks so much, man. Always good to see you around. I hope you're doing fantastic. It's crazy the season's over and we are starting again. We're starting fresh with another offseason. Offseason 3 for me, covering on the channel at least. Second full season under the belt. We're 2 for 2 in season coverages. So maybe it'll be the 3-peat next year. We'll have to wait and see. But I hope so. In, baby, with the 7 months. Let's freaking go. 7 months. What is the chance we get Mike Evans? I talked about it earlier. Mike Evans is definitely going to be the new DeAndre Hopkins question of the offseason. He wants to be a free agent and test the waters. I wonder what the... Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find something real quick. Projected Mike Evans contract. He's currently projected market value $95.3 million over 4 years with an average annual salary of $23.8 million. That's according to SpotTrack. This dude is about to be 31 years old. I'm not sure the Chiefs are going to be paying $24 million a year for Mike Evans, guys. Could I be wrong? Yeah, but holy smokes, dude. $24 million a year for Mike Evans? I don't know. You guys let me know if you think that is realistic. I'm gonna make that a poll question. I understand some of you want it, but is it realistic? Is Mike Evans realistic for $24 million per year? I'm gonna let y'all vote on that because I think the answer is probably no. Although he would be nice to have, but $24 million a year? I don't know about that. I don't think so. Now you hit me with the 5 as well. Said got a sprained left ankle today. Not good. Well, gosh dang it, man. Heal that ankle up quick. I've been dealing with some left knee pain. Been trying to go on walks every day, but my knee hates me right now. I'm still gonna walk, but yeah, I feel your pain. Not in the same spot, but same side. Yeah, Josh said that's an estimate. Yeah, it's definitely an estimate. But dude, if you don't think some team out there is going to offer at least close to estimated market value for him, if he's one of the top available free agents of the offseason, I mean, I don't know. He's had 10 straight seasons of 1,000 yards receiving. 10 straight. That is insane. I mean, that might be a little high in the projections, but dude, I don't even know if the Chiefs would pay $20 million a year for Mike Evans. It's just so much money. Yep, draft a wide receiver. Yes, sir. Got to. Do I sell belts? No. Like, what kind of belts? I do not. I need to look into that. Could start selling some Chiefs belts or something. Here's the thing about Mike Evans, too, guys. He's already got a ring. He's not chasing a ring. I mean, maybe he wants another one, but he's chasing the last bag, dude. He wants as much money as he possibly can. Tucker and the Freebird said, chat, best first round receiver. We all know it's Marvin Harrison Jr., but in chat, let me know receivers that could be projected to go late first, early second, and who you think would best fit the Chiefs scheme. Let me know. Big championship buckle? Yeah, I don't got that, but 10 straight seasons means statistically he's going to fail. Yeah, the 11th season ain't going to work. Chiefs pay Evans $23 million, and they have to be able to sign players coming in. Yeah, for rookie contracts. I mean, that's true. You've got Creed Humphrey, Trey Smith, Nick Bolton, all that could be negotiated with. Pat take $24 million pay cut this year, then he'll be. Yeah, I mean, he didn't even have to take a pay cut, but you can restructure his contract to free up some money for sure. Worthy or Mitchell, said Emily. Yeah, Adonai Mitchell. Brian Thomas Jr., Franklin. Yeah, a lot of worthies. Worthy is not him. You guys better hope we don't draft him. Okay. I did see a play on Twitter today. I think it was Worthy. Dan Harms shared it. Bro, he caught a deep ball for a touchdown. It wasn't the best pass. And he tracked the ball better than any Chiefs wide receiver did all last year. I'm like, hey, we need that. Not necessarily saying Xavier Worthy is a Chief, but I'm just like, I don't care who it is. You need a receiver that can track the ball. Because ever since Tyreek Hill left, that is something that the Chiefs wide receiver room has really struggled with, being able to track the deep ball. Tyreek Hill, not only was he a freak, but he could track the ball like nobody's business. That's something that's definitely been missed since Tyreek left. D1, what's up? You have a good explanation why you're not into signing big players to huge contracts. What happens if they don't perform or get injured? Yeah, I mean, that's a risk that you always take. And Brett Veach has signed, he's done a couple big moves. You know, Frank Clark was a big one. Didn't work out. I mean, it worked out at times, but do you think Frank Clark, for how much he was getting paid, do you think he performed up to that? Just like MVS, do you think he did? No, but he made plays when it mattered in the postseason. All right, 86% of you said no on the $24 million a year. Okay, good. 6% of you said yes. Whoever said yes, y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy. In a good way. I'm not like, I don't really care if if you think they will, that's fine. Yo, Ron, what's up, dude? I work for Anheuser-Busch and our union contract was renewed 2 days before we were set to strike. Shout out to my fellow Teamsters. Okay, let's go. So they knew a strike was coming, and they're like, all right, we renewing this bad boy or what? I don't know how that worked, but I'm glad that they renewed it. You're still employed. Let's go, baby. Yo, Grandma HBTC in the house said, new start of the 2024 season. Let's go. Hit with a 31 bomb. I don't even know what the 31 means. What does 31 mean? Does it have significance? I don't know. But I appreciate it. Let's go. Denise with the 15 months. Did you allow Field Flicks to use one of your videos? No. I could tell it was you because I remember the video. Plus, I could tell it was your basement. No, I mean, I didn't care. I was in there for like 2 seconds. But I didn't watch the video. But multiple people reached out and said, hey, you're in a Field Flicks video. He put his logo over my face, though. He hid the beard. I was a little offended. Hot take said Flip with the 5. What's up, dude? Thank you. If and when Patrick Mahomes gets a 3-peat Super Bowl dub, will that mean Patrick Mahomes is greater than Tom Brady? GOAT? Who? What? Let's talk about it. LOL. Just kidding. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, dude, he's clearly had the best 7-year start of any quarterback ever, including Tom Brady. Mahomes he's ran laps around him statistically. But there is always a couple things that people are going to have. He obviously beat Mahomes twice in the playoffs. Once in the AFC Championship game, once in the Super Bowl 55. That is something that is always going to be there. Now, you can argue that Mahomes is the greatest now. I think Brandon Perna talked about it. Greatest of the era, that's Mahomes, bar none. Greatest of all time, probably Brady, but if you want to argue that and discredit some of Brady's success because of Deflategate and all that other stuff that has kind of gone down, like, okay, I could see where you're going with that. I don't know, dude. I don't trip over it. Some people really care and argue it till they lose every bit of ounce of energy they have for the day. I do stuff like that to kind of troll around because I know it gets on people's nerves. I think Mahomes is the greatest, most talented quarterback we probably have ever seen. But one thing about Tom Brady is he was able to stay healthy and play for a long time. You know, if Mahomes can play for another, let's see, he's 28. Even if he just plays for another 10 years and stays pretty healthy, like, he might have a pretty good shot to rack up those rings. You know, if he gets 4 or 5 rings, yeah, he doesn't have the Super Bowl rings that Brady has, but he's got everything else and more. So you could try to make that argument if you wanted. I mean, for sure. Yo, Aaron with the 5 said, bro, your tweet with the meme showing the wrestler tripping and falling and equating it to the Bills playoffs killed me. Dude, I saw that clip and I was like, yo, that is the Bills in the playoffs, dude. I'll show you that clip right now. Hold on. All right, here it is. I said, this is the Buffalo Bills every single playoff run. All right, you ready for this? You're in the playoffs, you're getting close to the Super Bowl, and nope. Not happening. Dude, and the listen to the broadcaster's laughs. Listen to the broadcaster's laughs after he falls under. Listen to this.
Very important people, and he just... Oh my God, what the heck? What did Titus just... I can't...
This is fantastic, man. This is the Bills.
Princes and very important people, and he just... Oh my God, what the heck? What did Titus just...
That's perfect. It's the best, man.
Yeah, when it's grim,
Yeah,
the Grim Reaper.
I saw that clip. I saw that clip and I was like, yo, that's the Bills. That's the Bills, man. That clip's fantastic. That might have to get added to the stream. That might get added to the stream clips that we play at times. Aaron, I'm glad you enjoyed that as much as I did. Yo, Casey with the 2. I think Ladd McConkey will be the most productive. You must be talking about a wide receiver, yeah? In the draft? Dude, come on, man. We'd have a white receiver with Justin Watson? All right, now. Yeah, I'll definitely look into him. See when he's supposed to go. Start looking into some of that. 6 foot, 185 pounds. He sounds Irish. McConkey? Probably not, but... Yo, I did 23andMe, like, submitted my DNA or whatever, and took them like a month, and I finally got my results back of where I'm from. We'll have to break that down. It's no real surprise, to be honest. Not really. Flip with the 5. In one of Tyreek Hill's podcasts, he said he is really good at tracking deep balls. Big pause. But I'm happy for him. Yeah, he is good at tracking deep balls. I mean, that's a little suspect to word it, you know, like that. But football terms are just suspect sometimes, and it just is what it is. Flip, thanks again for another 5, brother. Appreciate you, man. Bud with the 13 months with the Tony emoji. Yo, I think we still got Tony emoji somewhere around here. We got the one that scared the piss out of me one night. This one? I tried to turn on the Tony lamp. I turned on this one, and oh my gosh, that scared me. I legit was terrified. Thanks for the 13 months, man. Sean with that 2. Gigi said it was 31 for 3/1/24. Oh, dang. It is March 1st already. Let's go, Gigi. Let's go. Appreciate the 31 bomb. Gateway with the 3 months. Imagine we get Mike Evans to come to KC. Yeah, we've talked about it a couple times. I mean, I would like it. I'm just like, yo, for how much? Because Spotrac said the projection is a 3 or 4 year deal with an average of $23.8 million a year. There ain't no way. I understand those projections are pretty rough. Like, he might get way less than that, but dude, they wouldn't sign Odell last year. No, they couldn't. Here's the problem. The Chiefs wanted to make some moves last year, and Chris Jones, his holdout tied up everything, dude. So they wanted to add to the receiver room. They just couldn't. So, yeah, we'll definitely see what they do. I mean, Mike Evans would be awesome. I would love it. But I just don't know if the Chiefs are going to, fork out $20-ish million a year for him. I could be wrong, but they might go a different route. They might go a little bit of a different route here. My number one Chiefs info channel. Yo, let's go, George. Thanks for the kind words, man. Try to provide as much content as we can. You know, there's a lot of good Chiefs channels out there. One of my favorite listens, honestly, is Only Weird Games on KCSN. So Nate Taylor, Briscoe, and Seth. Dude, those guys are hilarious. I love their podcast a lot. Love their podcast. But yeah, everybody has their own flair. Obviously, mine is more of like, I mean, the live streams are like this or one thing, hanging out with you guys, Q&A. But a lot of my videos, they're shorter, constructed, like news updates, because I know not everybody has all day. Not everybody has an hour to listen to a podcast. And then there's like 80,000 podcasts. So I'm like, well, I'll just do shorter videos and pack more value in there. And then hopefully that helps, you know? And so that's what we did about 2 years ago, or about 4 or 5 months into my channel, and started doing that. And that's kind of the bread and butter of the channel now. Yo, Sean. Lad is high rated, but hasn't broke 600 yards in any of his 5 seasons. Great route tree, but that isn't first round production. Is he projected to go first round? Yeah, I'll have to look into this so I can at least talk rough wide receiver talk here soon. Yo, Britt with the 17 months. I still laugh at that first video. Dude, they're all great, man. Justin Tucker's great. Like, we got some good clips in here. What's up, Prince? How's it going? Potentially a first round. Smooth said, what are you drinking? What's up, Smooth? Honestly, Danny brought this home. She said, I'm just trying this. It's just sparkling water, dude. Pure Aqua Bell V Lime? I don't know. She brings home cans and I just open them. Like, I don't know, dude. I'm not a sparkling water fan. I mean, it's fine, but it's not like, ooh. I prefer Tank 7, just to be honest. So you can do a salary cap video on a player and coaches with everything involved on the subject. Could I do one? Yeah, I mean, I could talk about the Chiefs cap space, but like for an in-depth dive into the salary cap, I mean, there's a few channels out there that already have some good ones. The NFL has one they dropped a couple years ago. It's 12 minutes long, going over all things salary cap. So they have a good video there. But we could talk about the Chiefs cap space and moves they can make to free up more. I kind of talked about that recently, but yeah, I can make sure to talk about that. 49ers better not steal our DB coach. Please not. Sparkling water is pointless. Well, it does have like a little bit of flavor. I like the lime flavor in it. But yeah, the sparkling's weird. Yeah, I don't know. What's up, Skylar? How you doing, man? What do you think the Chiefs will do with their wide receiver positions? Well, MVS is gone. Tony, question mark. Sky probably will be around, but who knows about his production. They got to go get a couple in free agency and at least, one in the draft. You've got a couple guys that are contract on like reserve futures deals, but yeah, we'll have to see. You never did like sparkling water? It's not that good. I'm not dissing Danny for getting it because it's fine. Like, it's got flavor, so it is what it is. Tastes like weak soda? That's exactly it, actually. Adonai Mitchell is better. 1.1% drop rate, and that offense was loaded and still got 800 yards. Get that guy. Bears have multiple first-round picks. They need to give up number 9 for Snead. And we could grab a true stud at any position. You think they would give up number 9 for Snead? I mean, dude, that would be fantastic. I would love it. I saw a assistant GM that's active on an NFL team. He let Jordan Schultz know he thinks that Snead could command a second-round pick, meaning like that would be really good. So if you could get a low, or I don't know if you say high or low second, like if you get a second-round pick in the 30s, like the upper 30s, low 40s, and then maybe something else for Snead, that would be great. But, dude, if you could get pick 9 for Snead, run it up, dude. Let's go. Run that up. You think Andy Reid will retire anytime soon? No, he's talking about signing a contract extension this week. He did, to make him the highest paid coach in the NFL. So, no, I don't think so. What's up, Kelly? How's it going? Imagine Justin Jefferson with Mahomes. That'd be fire. Any update on Chris Jones' contract? I mean, not really, other than, Nate Taylor and Diana Rossini said that there's optimism that the Chiefs will get a long-term deal done with Chris Jones. They probably need to get it done before March 11th when teams can start negotiating, or agents can start negotiating with other teams. So like Chris Jones's agents could start talking elsewhere. Probably need to get it done sooner rather than later. Del Monte with the 5 said this is going to be a tough offseason. If they win after this one, nobody can say nothing. Yeah, nobody could say absolutely anything ever again. Now, with the back-to-back Super Bowl wins, you really can't say much at all right now. I don't know what anybody's going to say. What are you going to say? The Chiefs were underdogs in their last 3 playoff games, and they won them all. Only 7 teams have ever done that in NFL history. Only 7 teams have had back-to-back Super Bowl wins. There's not many quarterbacks that have had more than 3 Super Bowl rings. Nobody's done it as fast as Patrick Mahomes. Nobody has the accolades that Patrick Mahomes has had by his age. 7 years in the NFL, or as a starter. I think it's 7 years as a starter. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 6 years as a starter, 7th season in the NFL. He was drafted in 17, but sat on the bench. Played that last game. Yeah, nobody can really say much right now, I'll tell you that. No longer underdogs. Nope. Can't be. It's impossible. Kelly, had to check with you all. Been a very rough week for your mom. Huge Chiefs fan, best friend, battling bile duct cancer. She's inpatient right now with bad infection. Dang, Kelly. I'm sorry to hear that. Especially, mom. That's a tough one. So hopefully she's able to get out of there pretty quickly and just around for a lot longer. But hopefully you just continue to enjoy and soak up each and every moment you have with her. Hopefully she gets well soon. Yeah, bile duct cancer. I don't even know if I've heard of that one. I guess you could basically have cancer it can get any part of your body. I hate cancer, man. What's up? What's up, Fate? How are you? How are you, brother? Won't be able to afford Justin Jefferson? No, I don't think so. Hollywood Brown? Yeah, Hollywood Brown is intriguing. Yeah. And that's a guy that's not going to break the bank. They're just going to talk about rigging it for the Chiefs. That's fine. Let the peasants squabble in the mud on the sidewalk while we roam through the middle streets of gold celebrating another Super Bowl win. They can cry rigged. They can blame the refs. They can sob their sorry little selves to sleep. Dynasty. Stamp it. Do not care. Not one bit, dude. I wasn't projecting that at you, just saying in general. Let them. Yo, Brand in the house. What up, Brand? Aren't the Saints like 80 million in debt? Yeah, they kind of do that like every year, and then they add void years and do all kinds of stuff like that to manipulate the cap. There's definitely, like, you could go about it that way, but I don't know if it's the best way. Reeps with the 2-bomb said pause. I don't even know what I said. What did I say now? You could add the pause graphic. Is it this guy? No, that's pizza. Where's the pause guy? Ah, shoot. I don't know where it is. No, that's Brett Lyons. Oh, here he is. Here, I need to say the pause guy. The pause guy. Denise with a 20. Thank you so much, Denise. May you continue to be successful. Because you make it fun. It will be exciting if the Chiefs win 3 Super Bowls in a row. How about those Chiefs? Let's go, Denise with a 20. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's we try to make it fun. I try to make it understandable for like the average Chiefs fan. Like, I understand there's some diehard Chiefs fans that are like, he doesn't get in depth enough in some of his stuff. I mean, I really try. I try to, but I try to do it in terms that make sense to the average person, you know, where maybe they don't watch much Chiefs, or they watch quite a bit of Chiefs, or maybe they are a diehard fan. I try to cater to everybody, if that makes sense. Like, if you love the Chiefs, I try to make that channel for you. Try the best that I can. Let's go rig next year's Super Bowl. Let's go real. That's what I'm talking about. Why did he have to say pizza? Well, because I clicked this and it was pizza. It was the $20K congrats pizza that All Chiefed Up sent me. That was pretty cool then. Justin Reid, always late in coverage. Always missing tackles. Quit judging him by his rings. He sucks. He's the weakest link in the secondary. I don't know. I mean, I haven't watched a ton of coaches' film, specifically on the secondary. I feel like he had a pretty good season. I don't know if I would say he had a great season, but he had a pretty good season. Yeah, I don't know that it was a horrible season by any means. I feel like he had an above average season, which with all the pieces you have back there, I think that's really what you need. I mean, he'll bring the heat too. He'll bring the heat and make sure you know if you're going to catch the ball in his area, you got to think twice about it. Yo, what's up, Matt? How the heck are you, man? What percentage of a chance do you think the Chiefs have of keeping Chris Jones? I mean, I'm feeling over 50% confident at the moment. Does that help? You know, if they're like, here's the thing. They negotiated for a long time last offseason, right? If they can't figure it out soon now, after months of negotiations last offseason rather, they're not getting anywhere. So if a deal doesn't get done with Chris Jones, you know, within the next couple of weeks, I will be concerned. But there is growing optimism per people around the league. That's Nate Taylor talking with a bunch of people at the Combine, that a deal between the Kansas City Chiefs and Chris Jones is indeed going to get done. I mean, they kind of, like in my head, like if the Chiefs are going to tag and potentially trade Snead, they got to be keeping Chris Jones, right? Because you're not going to get rid of both of them. Surely not. Who's Shirley? I don't know, but surely not. Del Monte with a 5. Let's go, dude. Can't wait until the Chiefs are so dominant I can go to bed by halftime during a Super Bowl, Lord willing. Well, man, thanks for the 5, but you know, as well as I know, that the Chiefs don't play like that. They would rather our resting heart rate be in the 130, 140s, 150s, watching these games that are down to the wire. That's what they would rather us. That's what they'd rather us experience. You know, at least in recent years specifically, it hasn't been a lot of blowouts. It's been a lot of stressors. Colin said, I miss the Marty days. Look overseas and you get a nightmare. And you get a nightmare for the opposing team. Wait. Am I reading this right? I miss the Marty days. Look overseas and you get a nightmare for the opposing team. I don't know if I fully understand exactly what you're saying there. Comment it in chat so I can clarify what you're saying. But I mean, I can't, because I'm like, are you being sarcastic? Obviously, the Marty days, hard fought football, pound the rock. But like, what aspect of it exactly are you missing? Let me know. Thanks for the 5, brother. Appreciate you. The Chiefs aren't going to be like the 07 Patriots, a season that will never happen again. The league is way too competitive and every team can beat. Yeah. Was the 07 Patriots, was that the undefeated year they lost to the Giants? Is that right? Kelly with a 5 gifted. Let's go. Appreciate you. Yo, it's March. I got more gifteds too, I think. Trade Mahomes? The heck? There we go. 5 more. Justin Ross chances. I mean, he's on the roster. Can he make the 53? I mean, he made it last year. You know, the suspension is what threw everything off for him. the suspension threw everything off. Because when you miss 6 games like that in the middle of the season, you can't practice with the team. You can't travel with them. I think you can be in the meeting rooms with them and maybe go to the gym, but it really throws off your mojo with them. With the offense, with Mahomes, your rapport with Mahomes. Yo, Brand with a 5 gifted as well. Oh, my. Appreciate you, man. Oh, you're talking specifically Nigerian Nightmare? Oh, okay. Heck yeah. Christian Okoye? Right there, dude. Got him right there. You were laughing during the Super Bowl. Heart rate was 134. When I go for a run, it's 148. All right, Dave, that is insane. Ken said, show jersey? What jersey? Like my wall? There you go. Mm-hmm. You watched the Super Bowl with 49ers fans and never seen anybody so mad? Dude, I actually got recommended a live stream today of 49ers fans. They run a channel of them reacting to the Super Bowl loss right after it happened. They were pretty sad. Yeah, they were pretty sad. Niners are better, just bad decision making? I mean, okay. They can hold the L once again. Thanks for the meme? Sure. What meme? I'm not sure. But not a problem. One guy broke his phone? Probably. Probably broke a lot more. Flip said, Cole, does your black hoodie have the logo in the back? No, I don't think so. Batman with the cape. Do I have anything? I don't think so. I think it's just blank. Pretty sure it's just blank. It just has this. Did it have something behind it? I think no. Bad decision making does not equate better. Yeah, I mean, they had a pretty stacked roster, you know. But a better, sometimes better players at certain positions isn't what win you the games. You got to play a complete game. I like it. It's simple. Where did you get it? Rally House at Union Station, actually. Not on the day of the parade, but after the last offseason, I believe. 49ers were the more talented team, but the Chiefs had the better QB. Better QB, better coaches. Cool, calm, and collected under pressure. They understood overtime rules. I mean, there's a lot to it. Cole always has the best hoodies. I feel like I wear 2. I got this one, and then I got the other one with the red, like the red logo. It's like the logo in the logo. Carl Peterson and his 5-year plan that never happened in 10 years. Wrong administrator was fired back then. Oh, man, lots of fun times. Lots of fun times in the kingdom. My dad was so mad. Stupid Chiefs. Remember him throwing that bad call break at the TV so many times. Knox said the not understanding OT is still crazy to me. I was literally thinking about if the 49ers would defer because of new rules. I thought they would too. Mahomes did. They didn't defer, and Mahomes ran to the sideline like they wanted the ball. They wanted the ball. Kelsey was like, yeah. Dude, I was insane. Some of the teammates on the 49ers didn't understand the OT rules. Meanwhile, everybody said it. Kelsey said it on his podcast. McCole Hardman has said it recently. Like, they had multiple meetings for weeks going over overtime rules and scenarios, which is crazy. The best team isn't always the champion. We are the champion. It happens. You knew both teams get the OT ball, but hadn't known they could keep the ball into the second OT period. Yeah, it's a weird rule because both teams get a chance to respond no matter what, which is pretty odd. And then it just keeps going. I mean, it's kind of weird to me because I understand if it's tied and it just keeps going until the tiebreaker finally happens after the first 2 drives. But yeah, you get the opportunity to score even if the period ends, which is kind of weird. How the Chiefs fans knew the overtime rules. Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of people confused about the clock because there was like 6 seconds left when they ran that last play there. And people were like, what are they doing? They're almost out of time. They actually said, like, the Chiefs ran up to the line. They're like, if they got a look that they liked, they were going to run a play regardless before the end of the period. They liked what they saw, and they ran it. Touchdown, Kansas City. Let's go. That's why they play the game. Yes, sir, George. You already know. OT in the playoffs shouldn't even have a timer. Literally no point. Yeah. Not with the new playoff rules. Not really. Wendy said, love the new rules. Both teams get an opportunity. Used to be who won the toss won the game. Yeah, pretty much. For the most part, you just drive down, kick a field goal, it's over. But now, at least in the postseason, both teams can even score a touchdown. You could drive down the field, score a touchdown, the other team can match it, and then it's whoever scores next wins. I mean, that's a long overtime. Yep, Jessica, never count out the Chiefs. Ever, forever, ever. Tom Brady did get lucky on some coin flips. It happens. I feel like there is an element of luck at times in football. A play that goes this way instead of that way. Just some freak stuff that can happen. Like, think of, just even throughout recent-ish Chiefs history, Marcus Mariota throws his own touchdown pass. Batted up, he catches it, dives in, scores a touchdown. D Ford offsides on a pick that Brady threw. It's like just a play here or there. Kadarius Toney lining up offsides. This was the regular season, but where Kelsey lateraled him the ball and he took it in for the score. It was an insane play that never was. Just a little freak thing sometimes. How do we receive gifts? I think you could just turn on allow gifts. I think you hit the $, go to gifting, and make sure it's turned on that way, I believe. Blame the Bills for the new overtime rules. Thank you, Bills, for the new overtime rules. Appreciate ya. Smooth said, I'm drinking a Poppy Cola. I love this stuff. Thanks for putting me on. Heck yeah, dude. When we stopped drinking, which I'm not done forever, but I haven't had a drink in a little while, a couple months now, talking alcohol, we immediately switched to Poppies, dude, and I was just slamming those things. I was just slamming Poppies. I drink like a couple a week now. They're good. Each time someone makes a gift, there's a link to click enable gifts for next time. Yeah, there you go. Boom. You know what's crazy is I can enable gifts on my channel. I still have it. Because I'm like, I don't want anybody to gift, how about those Chiefs? Like my actual, if I comment and you see my name, like, look, I'll say hi. Look, I have no badge next to my name. I guess I should have started it from the beginning. Then I could have had a badge. Good for you, Cole. More beer for the rest of us. Let's go, dude. Yeah, this is a year just right now where I'm just trying to work on my health. I've been walking like 10,000 steps a day. Just trying to be the best me that I could be, for my family and just be more productive here for the channel too. Yeah, badges. Like that membership badge right next to your name, Eric. You got a beard. You have a beard, Cole? Way more important? All right, bet. That's fine. That works. What's up, Zach? How are you, man? Knox said the best teams take advantage of lucky situations. A lot of people say Mahomes and Brady were lucky. Well, they took advantage of the situation. No one remembers the guy who got lucky and still lost. Facts, bro. 100%. I mean, and it's not like, I wasn't saying that to discredit anything about the Chiefs. You know what I mean? Like, you got to be able to capitalize when you get opportunities, and you're going through particular situations. You got to be able to make the most of it. And that's what Mahomes did in the Super Bowl. Drove down, they kicked the game-tying field goal with under 2 minutes left in the game, then drove down and scored the game-winning touchdown in overtime. Those are big boy drives. Casey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you playing with your toy? She's just looking at me, wagging her tail. She's like, what? She's like, you want to play? You want to be my friend? You've lost 35 pounds since Thanksgiving. I can't talk. Dude, let's go. Wesley, appreciate you. Pacheco, what's up, man? You're looking at a disc golf? Ooh, nice. That'd be some good walking, too. You play second in track? Let's go, dude. Remember, though, if you ain't first, you're last. Just kidding. Just kidding, dude. That's awesome, man. Keep it up. Let's go. Andy Reid and Mahomes don't miss opportunities the Bills and Ravens did. The Dolphins never had a shot. Boom. 100%. You think McColl released game plans like the Jets are saying? Nah. He took to Twitter today and said he never has done anything like that ever. That would be extremely hard to prove. How are you going to prove that one? Like, that's why I barely talked about it in my McColl video yesterday. I talked more about the potential tampering situation, and because I just really feel like the leaking game plans held nothing. Like, had no weight. Nothing. Even the tampering thing, I feel like it's a bit of a stretch. McColl definitely didn't release game plans. That's some tinfoil hat nonsense, dude. They're crazy. It was multiple Jets players insinuating it. More than one. Like, players on the team. Eric said, do you think after this deal with Miami, Reid comes back for a final run of his career? I don't really know if he, like, comes back and plays, but I do think... Casey on the steps right here. I do think he comes back and signs a one-day contract and retires a Chief. You never know what could happen down the road. Kelly said, I have a few pounds to gift. Hey, we'll take them. We'll take them. They're crying in their Wheaties. How could McColl give away a game plan? Everyone knows the Jets don't do game plans. Well, what's crazy is the 2 games they were saying he gave away game plans on, the Jets had like their really good games. So I don't think so. That's not how it works. You think we make a push for Justin Jefferson using Snead and draft picks? Nah, I just think Justin Jefferson is going to be too much money. Would I love it? Yeah. Do I think it's likely? I gave it like a 10% chance. Or I said less than 10% chance, and they said I was being too generous. Jets just mad because they're old, fragile QB. Ooh. Yeah, it sucked to see, man, about Aaron Rodgers. I was definitely intrigued to see how the Jets did last year, you know, with Aaron Rodgers. And I think four snaps in, he tore his Achilles, which sucks, dude. Was that a bad thing to say? No. I mean, when it comes to injuries, it just sucks. I just hate to see it. I'll be calling a game and I'm like disappointed in a player on the other team getting injured. There's people in chat. Are you a Miami Dolphins fan or a Chiefs fan? I'm like, dude, you can not like injuries on the opposing team and still be a Chiefs fan. I don't like anybody getting hurt. I think it's just because I've had, 4 or 5 surgeries myself, and I just know how not only debilitating they can be, but they can weigh down on your mental as well. It just sucks. The Jets suck. They're not a juggernaut at all. It's laughable they would say that. They're not a juggernaut, that's for sure. Jefferson coming to the Chiefs would be like Randy Moss going to the Patriots. I don't remember at the time. Like, Randy Moss was definitely older, dude. Justin Jefferson's only like 24 years old. How old was Randy Moss when he went to the Patriots? I thought he was in his 30s. Isn't that I think. I mean, you're talking about, if Justin Jefferson came to the Chiefs right now, you're talking about the best receiver in the league, or arguably the best receiver in the league, coming to the Kansas City Chiefs in his prime. Yeah, I thought Moss was like 30. Yeah. Justin Jefferson's 24, dude. A little bit different. But if Randy Moss was 30 right now, come on over. You know what I mean? Facts, Cole, but if there's no blood, it's not real. Isn't that the saying? If there's no blood, it's not real. I don't know that saying. But it is a violent game. It's part of the sport. It's unfortunate. I like big hits and stuff like that, but when somebody is hurt and they're out for like the season, like, dude, that sucks. Some players never come back from that. Randy Moss is better than Jefferson. I mean, 2 different eras. Randy Moss is like 69 years old now. Different eras. Just kidding. How old is Randy Moss? He's got to be like 40-ish. Randy Moss age. 47. Woo! Randy grew up about 20 minutes from you? That's crazy, actually. Cougar needs money? I know the Patriots didn't win a Super Bowl while Moss was there. They didn't win one at all? I got close, right? Why can't I type? Casey's just laying there. Oh, he didn't have any Super Bowl rings. Retired after the 2012 season. Dang, I thought he snagged one. Nope. What's up, Steve? How's it going, man? Randy Moss, probably the most explosive wide receiver ever. Super fast and crazy catches. He was fun to watch. I was younger then, but he was fun to watch. Rodgers is already gone, wearing his foil hat in his basement. You think Rodgers comes back next year? I mean, he's trying to. What are we thinking? Cole, who's better, Julio Jones or Calvin Johnson? Oh, man. Dude, Calvin Johnson was a freaking maniac. But Julio had his great years, too. Let's give Terrell Owens a shot. All right, bet. He's like 50. He can still play. Yeah, Calvin Johnson is ridiculous, man. He was so fun to watch. He was awesome. Jerry is the GOAT wide receiver. Yup. And Owens the best yak wide receiver probably ever, though that's debatable. Yeah, Jerry Rice, his stats. I just did a YouTube short, and we're dropping it tomorrow, I think. But Travis Kelce has the second most receptions in Super Bowl history, trailing Jerry Rice by 2. I think Kelce has 31 and Rice has 33. But, dude, the Rice has the most yards in the Super Bowl, the most touchdowns in the Super Bowl, and he's only played in 4 Super Bowls just like Travis Kelce. I mean, he's got some crazy stats, dude. Jerry Rice's longevity is like that of Tom Brady. Even more impressive because of the position he played. Like, if you go to Jerry Rice career stats, I mean, this dude played... Dude. He played forever. From 1985 to 2004. And almost every year he played every game. 1997, he only played 2 games. I think there was an injury there. But every other year, he played almost every game of the season. Unreal, dude. We got a new Rice in town. That's right. Butker has the longest and most field goals in Super Bowl history. The most? Like the most in one game? Casey? She's looking at me with her toy. Here, look what I'm seeing. I'll show you now. Casey, what, buddy? What? Hello? What do you want? Casey. Did I play football in high school? Nah, I played, I just grew up watching the Chiefs. I played soccer for about 10 years. Freshman year of high school, I quit doing that, and I just trained in Taekwondo for the rest of the time. I trained in Taekwondo for like 12 years. And you got losers who want to bring up Stickum to discredit Jerry Rice. He would be the GOAT. Yeah. Nah, he's a GOAT. Have you seen Famous Miss Peaches? No? Who's that? Who's that? Casey wants your socks? she's like laying on my foot. You would have lost it if she bit my foot. She's never done that, Dave. Although that would have been entertaining for you guys. Not so much for me. We normally go on walks every evening. So she's like, Dad, when are we going on a walk? What's up, baby Kelsey? What up? Was your high school dominant in sports? I don't even know, dude, because I didn't really pay attention. I went to Basin Linwood High School. Yeah, Aaron started doing McAfee and the pack. Yeah. Aaron Rodgers has his own. It's America. You can say whatever you want. You can say whatever you want, right? He just seems to be so infatuated. Like, he should just go into politics. Maybe that's what Aaron Rodgers should do. You'll find my yearbook picture. I don't even know if it's digital. You can try, though. I've got it somewhere. I got it somewhere. What's up, Storm? Yeah, she does want to play. You want to play? Yeah, she does. Yeah, I'll get off soon. We'll get off, we'll probably get off around 9:15, 9:20. I went live at 7:45 tonight. I went live a little early, but I wanted to hang out with you guys for a bit. Can't give up on the Red Fridays. Still celebrating. Trevor, how's it going, man? Aaron Rodgers is overly criticized, in my opinion. Most players don't say their real opinions. Yeah, I just think for the most part, most times I don't really care. Like if they want to speak them, okay, but you're gonna get pushback either way. You know, just how it goes. Any good draft shows? Cowboys have one called The Draft Show where they cover all teams, but still more geared towards the Cowboys. Yeah, so KCSN is going to be KCSN, RGR. They've got a couple that they talk a lot of Chiefs and draft picks potentially for the Chiefs. KCSN specifically, the Kansas City, the KC Lab Co. guys. So Matty Lane, Kent Swanson, and I'm spacing the third guy right now, but he's got the beard like me. I don't know why I'm spacing his name. I feel really bad. But they're great, dude. They're really good. They got a draft guide coming out in April. KCSN does, and they handle a lot of the heavy lifting. So if you want good draft content on the Chiefs, I mean, that's definitely one to go to. I will start doing some draft content in my videos, but not a ton. So what I do is I go listen to them. I just go listen. I'm like, I'm a fan. I was listening to them before I started running a YouTube channel, so I still listen. No, it's not Lumen. It's freaking Maddie, Kent Swanson, and I got Craig. Craig. Wait a sec, you're bothered by Rodgers for speaking up about social problems like the mandatory jab? No, I'm not really bothered. I don't really care. Yeah, I don't really care, to be honest. He's a little out there in his beliefs, but I don't really care. It's America, dude. If anybody's been on this channel for long enough, you know you're kind of free to believe what you want to believe, dude. I just don't care. All Chief Duff's been doing draft stuff too. Yeah, they were doing some draft stuff today, actually. They want all the Kentucky players to go to the Chiefs. That makes sense. Yeah, Craig is great. Exactly. Yo, what's up, Roan? He loves the channel. Oh, he passed away 2 years ago. Shout out to your dad, man. I'm sorry for your loss, but that's awesome that you had some good memories with him, man. Yeah, loss is not easy. Mahomes said the moon landing could be fake. Yeah, I was like, come on, dog. Come on, man. And then I just saw today some draft prospect said that he doesn't believe planets are real or something. I was like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, man. Oh. Yeah. Some people believe some insane things, but you know, we live in a free country for a reason. You're kind of free to believe it. Believe what you want. I'm kind of like let live. Like if you're operating your life within the parameters of the law, I don't really care, dude. I just don't care. I can't. Did he say planets aren't real? Let me go look it up because now I'm trying to remember what he said. Yeah, he said he doesn't believe in spaces and other planets and feels flat Earth theories have some valid points. But you don't believe in spaces and other planets? What do you mean? I'd have to go figure out why. Justin Jefferson rumors of a trade? Yeah, it's not likely to the Kansas City Chiefs. But dude, if the Vikings want to go all in on a quarterback, you could trade Justin Jefferson and go way up and get your guy if you're high enough on him. Toothberry, I'm on board. Heck yeah, dude. Did you see the one about birds aren't real? Yeah, if you're talking about the guy from a few years ago, it was definitely he was just a high level troll. It's like satire, but he did it so serious that people couldn't tell if he was real or not and what he was saying. I think he was just saying like they're like little spy instruments of the government, like little drones, which is hilarious, dude. Yo, KC with the gifted, appreciate you, man. KC Mo for KC down here. She's just sprawled out. What are you doing? What are you doing? She's just chewing on this little animal toy. She loves this thing. What are you doing, bud? Justin Jefferson? No, he's not washed. He did deal with an injury last year, but he's not washed. He's dealing with that hamstring. Like I said, a desperate team will trade 3 first-round picks for him and pay him 6 years, $35 million. Whew. Kathy said I got high once and fell off the face at the end of the earth. Yeah, I'd be curious to know if the earth is flat. How come you can't sail off of it? I mean, I haven't researched it, so whatever. I'm sure they have some reason. But dang, dude. We all live in a fish tank? Dude, imagine. Guys, we had a really bad scare today. I thought our fish was dead. We were tapping on the tank, and I think he was just sleeping and didn't want to wake up. But he finally got up and ate. But I was like, bro, he's not moving. Cole, what's your favorite player of all time that wasn't on KC? Oh, man. I mean, I liked watching Peyton Manning quite a bit. It was a lot of fun. Randy Moss. I mean, there's a few people that you just watch and you're just in awe of greatness. We're in a simulation. We're in the Matrix. We are in the Matrix. Yeah, Jefferson got hurt in our game. Yeah, he hurt his hamstring, right? And he was out for like the rest of the season, basically. I think he came back, but nothing too crazy. Like he didn't do too much. Your gut feeling is Chris Jones is gone? No, I think I'm more optimistic and hopeful that Chris Jones gets a deal than Snead stays around. Just with the tag and trade rumors and everything that's been going on about Snead. So Nate Taylor of The Athletic, he's he's a beat reporter for the Chiefs. He said if Snead gets tagged, he's going to give it like a high 70, like in the high 70s as far as percentage of a chance that Snead is traded, in the high 70s. It's quite a bit. Chris Jones will sign a new contract? I think so. Cam Newton in 2015, he was fun to watch. He was really fun. Snead is gone, Jones staying. That's where I'm leaning right now, Dean. I would love for both of them to stay. There could be scenarios play out where both of them are gone. I don't know how likely that is. Hopefully at least one of them stay. And it's looking like they're going to try to tag and trade Snead for some draft capital and then retain Chris Jones, extend him. Or re-sign him, whatever you want to call it, because he's a free agent. So, you follow Montana to the Chiefs? Ooh, nice. Yeah, Jerry Rice, fun to watch. Yeah, Nate did say that while laying on his bed. He did say that while laying down on his bed, dude. I was over here like, what are we watching? I thought I was about to get flagged for adult content. He was like stretching, lifting his leg up on the bed. I was like, hold on a second. As far as I know, GoFundMe money doesn't count against the cap. I don't think it does. You think CEH will be back? I mean, I'm not like highly optimistic, but if he tests free agency, doesn't really find much and comes back and signs like a pretty cheap like minimum deal, that I think he's a valuable running back for depth. But hopefully they go get another running back as like a 1-2 combo with Pacheco. And then if you want CEH back for depth, I'm fine with it because when healthy, he's fine. Yeah, when healthy, he's fine. Yeah, weird games. That's it. If they're both gone, better to cut the cord early so we can retool and spend money the right way this year. Yeah, that's why I'm saying, like, if they don't get a deal done with Chris Jones in the next couple of weeks, I'll be kind of concerned. Because they've already had months of negotiations prior to that. Oh, yeah, I can give you a Justin Tucker clip. Someone was asking. Oh, yeah, you already know.
There's still some of those ghosts of Justin Tucker banging a 60-yard field goal off the crossbar and through to be.
That clip never gets old. That clip never, ever gets old. Well, thanks so much for hanging out, everybody. Man, I appreciate it more than you know, especially on a Friday night in the off season, just hanging out, talking Chiefs, NFL, and whatever else. I am going to go and hang out with Casey. I might take her on a walk, just a short walk. But it was so fun hanging out. Derek with the 5 gifted as well before we get out of here. Derek, 5 gifted D, my man. Appreciate you, dude. Thanks so much, man, for all the support. It's been a wild week of content. Be on the lookout for L'Jarius Sneed getting tagged officially. If he does, I might make a quick hitter like live stream update this weekend, but they've got until Tuesday, I think, to tag Sneed. So be on the lookout for that. And that's probably the main Chiefs news we would see this weekend if we see anything at all. But if there's something, I'll go live and talk about it. Appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for hanging out. What a crazy time covering the Chiefs, back-to-back champions. And here we go as they prepare for the three-peat, making moves already, letting MVS go. Hopefully Dave Merritt stays. Hopefully they can work something out with Sneed, even if it's a tag and trade, I guess. But Chris Jones is high priority, and then we'll see what they do in these other crucial positions here in a couple weeks. The new league year will be here before we know it, and it's going to be a crazy time for a couple of weeks. So appreciate y'all. Have a great weekend. Stay safe, and until next time, let's go. Let's freaking go.
How about those Chiefs?